It's 11 trivia questions on the Back to the Future trilogy as picked by Patreon subscriber Kyle Aumer. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. If you like trivia and playing weekly trivia at maybe your favorite pub quiz location, you are in the right place, because this show should get you all ready for the next time you play. Maybe you'll learn something new. Maybe you'll dig the style. Maybe you'll come play live trivia with me somewhere in Southern California. Go to triviawithbuds.com and see all the different locations I have for trivia and bingo, almost 20 on a weekly basis. I have been doing this show for almost 3 years, maybe a little over 3 years. I forget. We started in a July of some year. It was 17 or 16, I forget. But it started off as a weekly show, then a bi-weekly show, and then it started turning into a daily show about 2 years ago. So if you are looking for a ton of fun stuff to binge listen to on a road trip or an airplane ride or a workout, this might be the perfect show for you. And if you know somebody, people are always posting, especially this time of year, hey, what are some good podcasts I should listen to? Do me a favor and link Trivia with Buds in those comments on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and things like that. That would be super, super helpful to me. And that could be your present to me if you like the show. And you're like, I want to get him a present, but I don't want to spend money. You could just do that. Today I have a crazy ass day, guys. It is the first busy day of the holiday season for me. December is my biggest, craziest time because of all the holiday corporate parties, especially around Los Angeles. So I'm going to read you a couple bullet points of things I have to do today. My wife Ashley's hosting a trivia night for me at Celorio Brewing Company in Rancho Cucamonga, California from 7 to 9 p.m. We do that twice a month. We'll be there again on December 19th. So I have to make sure she has all the equipment she needs to do that. I also have to get rounds ready for my friend Cam Malador, who's hosting a corporate party for me in West Hollywood. And they requested specific rounds on holiday movies, so I have to get those ready for him. I have to get 3 prize baskets ready for these corporate parties. When I do these corporate parties, I bring like a big basket of stuff, pop culture things for the winning team, and I have 3 of those today, so I have to get 3 of those ready to go. I'm doing trivia for some seniors this afternoon that I do once or twice a month, and I have to get their questions ready and some prizes for them. They like things like scratch-off tickets and candy bars. I have to pick up some Disney items for a big fundraiser I'm doing this Sunday. My friend Michelle from Disney is donating some very cool stuff that I can give away as prizes at a church Disney trivia event on Sunday, so I have to pick those up. I have to drop off the prize basket in West Hollywood for Cam to make sure he gives that to the winning team at his show. I have to host an event for lawyers, a lawyers group. I have to host an event for a company at the Culver Hotel. I have to make sure my friend Dave Swan has RT Rogers Brewing trivia ready to go. I have to make sure my friend Chris Ryder has Orange location of the Pie Hole in Orange, California trivia ready to go. And then to close off the night, I have to host a bingo at a dive bar called the Highbrow in Pomona from 10:30 to 12:30. So I have to host 4 events today, and we have about 7 or 8 total going on. And that is all thanks to the growth of this company and this business and this podcast. So thank you so much for listening. I just wanted to share that with you so you wonder, so you don't have to wonder what a trivia host does during the busy season. Maybe you think I just kind of whip up some questions, record a thing, and then go to a thing. But some days it is like that, and some days it's crazy, crazy pants like today. So I just wanted to share that with you, the listener, so you know what I'm up to on these busy days. I have a very similar day tomorrow and a very similar next Thursday and Friday too. But still have some room for parties if you want to host a party. December 21st is a random date I still have open. It's a Saturday night. If you have something going on and you want me to come host trivia for you, let me know. If you live far away and you don't want to fly me anywhere, but you want some content, let me know as well. I can send you some stuff through email for a very low price. We're going to jump into today's episode. Kyle Aumer picked it in our Patreon spreadsheet, patreon.com/triviawithbuds. Donate $5 or more. Pick a topic that I will get to eventually. Some months back, you wanted to do Back to the Future, the trilogy. So we have 11 questions on Back to the Future and the whole trilogy. We're going to jump into those right now. Here we go. All right, guys, here we go. Question number 1. What Michael Jackson song is playing as Marty enters the cafe in Back to the Future Part 2. Question number 1, what Michael Jackson song is playing as Marty enters the cafe in Part 2? Question number 2, what guitarist does Marty play loudly into the headphones to scare George into asking out Lorraine? Number 2, what guitarist does Marty play loudly into the headphones to scare George into asking out Lorraine? Question number 3, what rock star has a cameo and tells Marty and his band that they're just too darn loud during auditions? Number 3, what rock star has a cameo and tells Marty and his band that they're just too darn loud during auditions? Question number 4, which Hollywood actor made his film debut as a 9-year-old boy in Back to the Future Part 2? Question number 4, which Hollywood actor made his film debut as a 9-year-old boy in Back to the Future Part 2? Question number 5, what actor played Marty for 6 weeks before being replaced by Michael J. Fox? That's a fun fact. Number 5, what actor played Marty for 6 weeks before being replaced by MJF? Question number 6, when Marty and Doc are talking to the train conductor in 1885 about how fast a locomotive could go, what is being unloaded from the train in the background? Number 6, when Marty and Doc are talking to the train conductor in 1885 about how fast a locomotive could go, what is being unloaded from the train in the background? Question number 7, what does the license plate of the DeLorean read? What does the license plate of the DeLorean read? 3 questions left. Number 8, who are the Cubs playing in the 2015 World Series? Who are the Cubs playing in the 2015 World Series? Question number 9, what is Buford Tannen's nickname? What is Buford Tannen's nickname? Number 9. And question number 10, in Back to the Future 2, what number Jaws movie was being promoted on the holographic advertisement? Number 2, what Jaws movie was being advertised in Back to the Future 2? And number 11, your bonus question for 2-point bonus. What did Doc Brown call his dog in 1885 and 1985? What is the name of Doc Brown's dog in both those years? That is the end of this quiz on the Back to the Future Trilogy. We'll be right back in just a second with the Back to the Future Trilogy answers. We are back with the answers to the Back to the Future questions. Here's number 1. What Michael Jackson song is playing as Marty enters the cafe in Part 2? The Michael Jackson song in question is Beat It. Beat It, not to be confused with Weird Al's Eat It. Number 2, what guitarist does Marty play loudly into the headphones to scare George into asking out Lorraine? That would be Eddie Van Halen, guitarist Eddie Van Halen, who I just read, Billie Eilish doesn't know who they are. What news is that? Number 3, what rock star has a cameo and tells Marty that his band are just too darn loud during auditions? Huey Lewis, who does the big song Back in Time from the movie and a bunch of other great 80s songs. Number 4, which Hollywood actor made his film debut as a 9-year-old boy in Back to the Future Part 2? I did not know this one. Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood from Lord of the Rings and a bunch of other stuff. Number 5, what actor played Marty for 6 weeks before being replaced by Michael J. Fox? Eric Stoltz. You can look that up. There are YouTube scenes with Eric Stoltz. It's crazy because it's like they just totally replaced him. Number 6, when Marty and Doc are talking to the train conductor in 1885 about how fast a locomotive could go, what is being unloaded from the train in the background? This is great foreshadowing. It's the clock from the clock tower. Number 6, the clock from the clock tower. Number 7, what does the license plate of the DeLorean read? Out of time. Outatime, out of time. Number 8, who are the Cubs playing in the 2015 World Series? It just says Miami. Number 9, what is Buford Tannen's nickname? Mad Dog, which is a bad alcohol to drink when you're in high school. Mad Dog, 2020. Number 10, in Back to the Future 2, what number Jaws is being promoted on the holographic advertisement? Jaws 19. Jaws 19. And number 11, for a 2-point bonus, what did Doc Brown call his dog in those 2 years? It was Copernicus and Einstein. Copernicus and Einstein. Those are your answers to the Back to the Future Trilogy quiz. I hope you had fun playing along with today's episode. Thank you so much for listening and telling a friend about the show. And thanks for leaving those iTunes reviews. I really appreciate it. It's time for the question of the day, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. A diamond is forever is a slogan used by what jewelry company? Tweet me your answer at Ryan Buds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize. Yesterday's question of the day answer was Demi Moore for the star of Ghost, and your trivia team name of today is great if you're playing by yourself somewhere, and it's Han Flying Solo. Han Flying Solo. Funky Monkey Designs at fmdesignsinc.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you tomorrow for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.